In September, I announced that I would seek a historic third term as Minnesota's governor, and I have every confidence that if I gave it my all, we would win the race. But as I reflect on this moment with my family and my team over the holidays, I came to the conclusion that I can't give a political campaign my all. Every minute that I spend defending my own political interest would be a minute I can't spend defending the people of Minnesota against the criminals who prey on our generosity and the cynics who want to prey on our differences. So I've decided to step out of this race, and I'll let others worry about the election while I focus on the work that's in front of me for the next year.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure at life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil, chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
You're watching the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Master of sound quality, founding father figure of industrial rap, and there's nothing you could do about it. And just to let you know, I do it for the fans. I do it for the fans. So, weak Governor Tim Walz is squirming out of his third-term campaign. He doesn't want to do it anymore. And he says he wants to investigate fraud. He wants to stick it to the man. And he was the man. He knew about this. And it's state law that he's supposed to report fraud if he's an elected official. If you know fraud is going on anywhere in the state, and you're an elected official anywhere in the state of Minnesota, you're supposed to report it. I forget what the code is called, what the name of the law is, the serial number they have for it, but there's a law that does exist that he violated because he knew about it and intimidated and threatened potential whistleblowers. And so now a person who was almost vice president of the United States can't even get reelected. He knows he can't get reelected in his own state. And he believes it would have been a landslide. It would have been no problem to get in. I think Mike Lindell would have whooped that ass. And a lot of these daycare scammers would have went to jail. But, they're going to put up some other patsy. They're going to put up some other polished Democrat that's going to pose as a moderate and usher in radical policies. And the radicals that vote in Minnesota will eat it all up. And they will buy into all the lies, blatant lies, about Mike Lindell being some sort of a nut job, which he's not. But here we are, folks. That's the only thing that saddens me about Tim Walz choosing not to run for re-election, is that would have been an easy victory, an easy landslide victory for Mike Lindell. But they might put up somebody else. I mean, if they were smart, they'll put up some dark horse that nobody's seen coming. But they're talking about putting up Amy Klobuchar. Now, I think Amy Klobuchar even though I don't like her and I think she's a maniac. She's pretty popular in Minnesota, and they might elect her over Mike Lindell if it comes down to Senator Klobuchar and Mike Lindell. That's just my feelings on the matter. But, why should I care? I got 13 cats. But a good reason to care is that a lot of these scammers are taking federal money, which means everybody, everywhere in the country, paid into the pool of this daycare fraud. And it's daycare, child care, special autism care, transportation. I mean, I don't know how, it's like an exuberant amount of transportation companies that are taking money from the state of Minnesota and federal money as well. And then you look in the lots where these transportation companies are with these vans, and the vans did not move a single inch. The vans did not move a single inch. And these daycare centers, these child care centers, don't have a single child in them. They got the windows blacked out. They hardly answer the door. And when they do answer the door, it's a nasty response, sometimes even with threats. They get violent and animalistic because they're like animals, those people. MC Tuttle said that. Hip-hop legend, industrial rap icon, MC Tuttle says those people are animals. Don't forget, on my channel, I also have really good rap music, really good traditional hip-hop sounding music. I also have the industrial rap music that I speak of. I have stuff from my other projects, PHO and Carbon Survivors. You'll find a lot of good stuff on my YouTube channel besides these broadcasts. But gotta get a broadcast in every day. I'm on here every day talking about what buffoons the Democrats are and how the Trump administration keeps winning and winning and winning. And with things like this happening, I'm telling you, we got a lock on the midterms. Here in New York, there's a governor's race supposedly between Huckster Hochul and Bruce Blakeman. Bruce Blakeman is a county executive of Nassau, and he's done a fine job there. But people need to know more about him. The people need to know about what he's done for Nassau. If the party expects him to become the next governor of New York. Otherwise, people are going to vote for familiarity, knowing what a marshmallow this Huckster Hochul is, what a bait and switcher this Huckster Hochul is, and vote her in anyway, even though she's obviously incompetent and directly responsible for the burning death of that innocent woman a year ago. So, here's where we are. I believe we have a lock on the midterms, but we have to work for it. We still have to work for it. We just can't kick back and click on autopilot and expect the Republicans to just file into office. If there's a candidate that you like, tell all your friends about that candidate. Speak on the good of that candidate while reminding people how horrible their community is, their local area is due to whatever Democrat is incumbent. And hopefully, God will be with the people of Minnesota and will guide them to elect somebody from the party of morality, the Republican Party, to be their governor. And speaking of God, onto the I say, respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. Hiss your boy in the building. MC Too Tall. Be good.
Tres secatos.